Welcome back to another episode of The Lupita Show. I'm chilling at the house drinking some Coca-Cola from Mexico and watching American Dad. Now, quick thing, the reason why I say it's from Mexico is because it tastes completely different from the US Coca-Cola. In the US, it is more carbonated and more sugar. In Mexico, it's not. Another thing is Coca-Cola in the U.S. tastes a lot better when it's cold. In Mexico, a lot of us aren't used to electricity. Only places that have electricity are the places tourists visit. So, Coca-Cola in Mexico tastes a lot better when it's warm and or hot. It's not really good cold. It's different, I know. If you ever tried it, understand. Try one that's been cold. If it's from Mexico, you won't like it that much. Try it when it's warm and you'll taste a big difference. It is weird, I know, but I don't know how it works. It just does. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about today was kids. People and kids. Parents and their kids. People in society and your kids. Now, I know this is like an off topic, and I kind of got my idea from Nick Mason Deathblade. I got it from his channel. Right here on this part is his channel, his video. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and click on that, and I'm just gonna go and share my thoughts on it of what I think about people and kids, why people care about the kids and why people don't care about the kids. It's kind of the same of what he covered, but a little more of my view. Alright, so my favorite type of parents are parents that know what's best for their kids, that treat their kids like kids. Do not act like your friends. You are not your kid's friend. You are there to parent them. You love them. You treat them like they're your children. Teach them respect, because that's who you're there for. You're there to show them what to do in life, what to expect from a man. That's what the husband is there for. The father is there to show your daughters what is needed from a man, how a man should treat her. He's there as a role model for your sons to teach them how to be in life, how to treat a woman, how to do simple things like change a tire, guys. Women, it's equal rights, right? That's all what everyone's about these days. Women, equal rights. If the man in your life is not there, the father of your children, do not be a hoe and go around sleeping with every single guy, introducing your kids to a new guy every single time, because for that shows your son that he can do whatever the hell he wants to women and treat them like toys. No, bitch, I will slap you. It'll also show your daughter that she has no father and she will have daddy issues. Putting your daughter on the wrong track. She will get knocked up and, oh, well, it's your fault. You're there to show your kids. If you're a single mother, you are to step up and fill both roles. You need to teach them what is expected of them, not let them slack because you cannot take it. If you cannot take it, then you find people who can raise your children properly. Depend on your family. That is what they are there for. Be a parent. Don't have kids just to have kids. Do not be their friends. You are meant to be a parent. Act like it. Another thing that annoys me is when people are driving along the thing. We have bus stops along the road, people. In the mornings, it's harder to see the children because a lot of these streets do not have lights. You need to calm your ass down, take that foot off of the pedal, and slowly drive down the street if you leave in the morning at 5 o'clock for work. Because kids are out there at 5 o'clock waiting for the bus to come. A lot of the lights don't work along the streets. Drive slowly. There's not a lot of sidewalks. Some kids have to walk along the road. Stay away. Keep your foot off of the pedal. Do not be a jackass and try to speed down the road because you're late. If you're late, get your ass up earlier than that. Children are meant to be our futures. They're not here just to be here. Don't treat them like they're nothing because you are meant to show them otherwise. You're meant to show them how life works. You need to teach them these things. Don't treat them like they're less just because they're children. They need to know life. And if you're being careless, driving down the street and you hit them, don't be like, oh, well, it is your child's fault because he could not hear my car coming. It's not always our job to hear for you. It is also your job as a driver behind a car to keep an eye out for pedestrians, for children walking to their bus stops. This is your responsibility. It is ours as well. It is children's as well. We do need to be aware of our surroundings, but it is not just our job. You are the one driving. There is no excuse for if you are to hit someone. You are behind the wheel. You should be observant of your surroundings. Okay. Another thing is parents. These parents really piss me off. Parents who hold their kids on too high of a pedestal. Parents who do not care for their children, who let their children do as they please. The parents who let their children do as they please are the parents who should not be parents. I say this because there are kids that you go to restaurants with, that you go to a store and they're there. They're screaming, they're crying, they're fighting, they're hitting, they're throwing things. Your children should not act that way in society. They should not cuss you out in front of people you do not know, because what that shows is you have no respect for yourself. Your children have no respect for you. And that's not how you want your children to grow up, because those same children who act the way in public that they do and they treat their parents in such a way, in such a manner, are the same kids that disrupt classes on a daily, who disrespect their teachers, the teachers who the taxpayers pay for to teach your children, to give them an education so they can get a job that is not McDonald's flipping burgers for $7 an hour. These teachers don't even have to show to the school, but they choose to because they believe in the children that are giving the world a better future, because they are our future. But the way you let your kids act and the way that they treat you is how they treat everybody. They're the kids that cause fights, that cause drama, that get kicked out of class, disrupt class every single day. And if they're not disrupting, they're sleeping. You're sending your child to school, wasting taxpayer money for a child who does not care. You need to show your children what to expect in life. Give them little goals. Little goals. Like every semester, A's and B's, and a couple of C's. It's that simple. Do little things. Like if at the end of a semester or end of a quarter, and they have good grades and at least only one C and everything else is good, reward them. Take them to the store, buy them a toy, give them ice cream, take them out to their favorite place to play, take them to Chuck E. Cheese, take them somewhere. Reward them for what they do that is good. Punish them in a reasonable way. Do not hit your children. Listen to them. When we tell you what we're feeling, we're not saying it out of disrespect. Because anytime a parent gets after us and they expect us to answer, whenever we do finally answer, it's disrespect. We are horrible children because we talked back to you. You asked us a question. Give us the time to answer you. Give us, the children, your kids, the time to answer you. Do not harass us to answer you immediately when you did not give us a chance to. Do not ask us 5 questions in a row and then get mad because we did not answer any of them. Ask a question. Give us time. Do not be pissed when the answer is not something that you want. If we do something bad, then we did something bad. You cannot just tell us what you've done and then tell us not to do it. A lot of us, yes, we will listen. We'll take it as a cautionary tale. But we still do things and we fuck up just as much because if we do not fuck up, we do not learn. We need to mess up every now and then. That is how you learn. If you do not mess up, if you do not fail once or twice, you are not learning anything. You are not progressing as a human being. Listen to your children. We do not mean to argue with you. We are our own individual. We are our own human being. We have feelings. We have a mind of our own. We have thoughts. We need to express it, and if you hold us back and prevent us from telling you what we want, then how are you supposed to know? Then to you, we are nothing but troublemakers. We are nothing but disrespectful kids. Let us answer you. Let us tell you what we feel and what we think. Regardless, your child should never cuss at you, should never hit you, should never treat you in a way that you are lower than them. They are not your friends. You are not their friends. I know you are not their friends. When you have children, your job is to guide them through life and teach them how to be good citizens, how to be good people. Teach them how to be nice, how to be caring. Do not let them be deceitful. Give your children a chance to be children. Do not be so strict and don't let them hang out with their friends, because that is not how you make respectful children. Children are going to be who they are. Teens are going to be who they are. Yes, everyone goes through a rebellious phase. We do what we want because we feel that's what we've earned. For years, we lived by your rules. Years. And we're getting older to adulthood. Is in our teenage years are our years to fuck up, to learn about what society really is about. When your teenager is 13, you should be the one to give them their first beer. And I say this because either way, they are going to have a couple of drinks, and it's better that they do it under your watch. When your child is 13, you should be the one to give them their first beer. Under your watch, will they actually truly know? Do not let them do it without you knowing, because then something bad can happen to them. They can die. They can get in trouble. Because regardless, we're teenagers, we're going to do as we please because, again, it is our time to fuck up, to learn what society truly is. That's where we mainly fuck up, teenage years. And it is ours to do so. Yes, we listen to you. We might not seem like it, but we do. Just let us do what we do. Teach us right from wrong, even still. Every night, sit down, talk to your teens, talk to your kids. Let them know that you care. Let them know what society can do. Do not sugarcoat stuff. Teach them what's good and what's evil. It's better they learn from you than on their own. Because you never know what can happen if they don't know how people truly are. Do not leave them innocent. Innocence in this world is needed, but it's taken advantage of. That's all I gotta say.